Trudy Thornton's riding career began back in 1981. Since then, she was the first woman to ride in the Great Northern Steeplechase, has had 3 children, and has notched up over 1,000 wins, including many notable Group 1s. Love Racing has come to speak with Trudy ahead of what will be another busy Christmas carnival.
Trudy Thornton aboard Authentic Paddy. He just got a Group 1.
Mega pins and Trudy Thornton in front. A Southern Quinella in the cup.
My parents, they were both involved in horses. My father, he was a blacksmith. Mum rode, not a lot. When she had us kids, she was busy. As 3 girls, we did ponies, and through those, as my girls did pony thing, it's just been something I've been born into. But I couldn't think of a better thing to do in my life. I just, like I say, my love for the horse is the utmost thing, yeah.
I met Trudy through riding. I rode in the mid to late 80s, and we just developed a friendship from there. And then when I gave up riding and went training, she's just always been there to ride for me, and it's gone on from there. We've developed a great friendship. She's got a great love of the horse because no one at her age would do what she does, and she's ridden for a long time. She's had a lot of falls, and she's brought up 3 lovely children, or young adults now they are, and she just keeps doing it, and she does it for them, really.
Growing up with Mum was, never a dull time. Mum worked very hard to give me and my sister everything we wanted. We always had sort of 3 or 4 ponies between us that we tried to get out and show jump and do things like that. I guess we never really appreciated how hard Mum worked until I sort of look back now and realise how demanding the schedule was being a jockey myself. But she always would make time to take us to the shows, to drop us off, go and ride, come back, early starts and late finishes, but she never failed to be there for us. And when I first started riding, I guess Mum was always a little bit apprehensive of me being a jockey because I was quite a soft child, I guess you would say. Like, I would take things quite personally, and she was obviously had been in racing a long time and was aware of how damaging it could be if you take things too personally. A woman jockey is that you have to sort of have a bit of a thick skin.
Yeah, she's kind, she's honest, she's tough, but there is a soft side to Trudy, and yeah, she's just a very caring person, and she likes to see people do well, especially the underdogs. I've seen her ride with broken ribs, and she doesn't say anything. You wouldn't even know she was in pain. She's come through some really serious falls, and all she wants to do is get back and ride, So she has a great passion for it.
If I was to describe my mum, I would say that she's a really kind-hearted person, even though she comes across as tough and everyone knows her as being tough. But she's always been very motherly. Anyone who needs a hand, she's always the first person to offer help or advice or anything like that. She's a heart of gold, and she would do anything for anyone, and she's fiercely loyal to those people that have looked after her. So, yeah, I think she's just an all-round awesome woman. I don't think Mum would ever say that she's been a great inspiration or she's been hugely influential. She's very modest when it comes to that sort of thing, but for me as a younger rider and to many other riders in the jockey's room, she's just been incredible. She's worked hard through the tough years of it, and her passion is what drives her, and it has done it since she was young and still does now. So I think it's a real credit to who she is as a person, and not just as a jockey but as a human being. It's a hard industry to stay in for as long as she has, and to still keep your spirit about it, and yeah, full credit to her.
Being a mother has been my biggest challenging role and rewarding role I've had in my life. But as for my riding from here on through, I don't really have any goals except for getting in my car and driving home, not ending up in hospital. If you had a few nasty falls, which I've had, it's you sort of tend to look at things a little bit on a distant perspective. Like you see these young ones having a really frustrating day and that, but I'm thinking, hey, if you can drive home, it's all good. Yeah, so I've certainly I look at things like that now. It's like I left my son this morning. He said, please be safe, Mum, and I said, I'll try. I generally do try, but it doesn't always happen. But they've watched me in and out of hospital and mend wounds and injuries and breaks, but that's part of the game, so it's all good.